Hey, Coach, man, what time is it?
Oh, Slim, you know what time it is. 6 o'clock. Stay up and down. It's HomeSpun Sports with Coach John Montgomery. Sports talk with a twist of down-home wisdom. Welcome. We sure enough glad you're here. We're excited and delighted that you have tuned in once again to HomeSpun Sports. It's sports talk with just a little twist of down home wisdom. I'm your host, John 2. Folk back home coming John 2, John W. Montgomery II, the coach. My ride or die, the last P in the shell, my show enough baby boy. What's up there in Oklahoma City?
How you doing, Coach, man? Getting ready for football season, man. Getting ready for the season.
Man, we could not kick season 5 off. The inaugural show of season 5. We could not kick it off in any more grand fashion. Now, we got a stand-up brother and my show enough ride or die from way back in the day. A ball coach and a first-class gentleman. He's assumed the position of the defensive coordinator at the University of Michigan. And without any further ado, I'm gonna bring in my main man, Don Martindale. What up, Wayne?
How you doing, guys?
What's up, Coach?
How you doing, Slim?
This is a beautiful reunion. Thank you for coming back on the show, Coach. Thank you for coming back.
My pleasure, my privilege to come on the show with you, too.
Oh, man, wait, man.
You know I love your dad.
Oh, yeah. For sure, Coach. For sure. And I appreciate the love, man.
And that's really back at you. Wayne, man, so you the defensive coordinator, newly hired defensive coordinator, brand new head coach, brand new defensive coordinator, assuming the football program is 3-time back-to-back Big Ten championship. Oh, by the way, the defending national championship, and you lose 17 of 22 starters, Wayne?
I think it's 10 on offense. I'm not sure of the count. I know. I like what we have on defense.
You know what, Wayne? You know what that, Wayne? And ain't no question. But Wayne, take all that into consideration. If you're at the University of Michigan and you got to ask, what do we do? You probably at the wrong place.
No doubt.
Yeah. Because man, I love what your head man. I love what Sharon Moore said. The standard ain't changed. There's new folks in the building. The standard ain't changed. We're gonna win it all. Yeah, man.
The thing that you love about this place is the kids come here and they just go to work, and it's the same with the staff. It doesn't matter what anybody says outside the building; it just matters what we say inside the building and get the work done. And
there you go.
We've had a good kickoff of training camp, and I think there's a lot of excitement, especially defensively here, because we got a lot of. We got some good players coming back. Will Johnson at corner. We got the 2 big tackles, KG and Mason Graham. I like our 2 inside guys that we have, and they're replacing last year's, but they're doing a nice job. And we got Makari at safety. Makari will remind you of a more athletic Sam Garnes, and probably me and you.
Oh, Sam Garnes, New York Jets, Cincinnati Bearcat,
Cincinnati Bearcat, and then he was a Giant, I believe, for a while.
Yeah, Giant, New York Giant. That's right, New York Giant.
Yeah,
sure, tall, angular guy, safety.
Yeah.
Sam Garnes, no question, man.
So I got him playing all over the place, but
wow.
Makari's doing a great job, and got a good group of leaders, and it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be exciting.
You know what, Wayne, and I'm excited for you, my brother, because it's one, and you just said it, Wayne. You're at the University of Michigan. I mean, you got thoroughbreds. They may be young, but these ain't you ain't got no pack mules. You got some dogs. They're young dogs, but I think Wayne, I think it's a good fit. You got some dogs, and I know you gonna apply that pressure. You a dog, and you coaching some dogs, so I
Yeah.
know.
So you know that defense is gonna be stout, coach.
Well, the thing that helps is the two prior coordinators both worked with me in Baltimore.
That's right,
Jesse was with me, and
Jesse
Mike
Minner.
McDonald was with Jesse. Worked with the secondary in Baltimore, and Mike McDonald worked with the linebackers.
That's right, Jesse Rick Minner's son.
So it's not like I'm leaving France going to Mexico
Go
speaking
to Mexico.
Spanish. It's all the
I
same
know.
language, and that's comforting for both me and the players. So we
When
got to go ahead.
when you mentioned the corner, that was the first kid you mentioned, and that kid rated by a lot of people as the number one corner in college football. Your mo going all the way back to your time in Baltimore is you like to apply that pressure. If you apply the pressure, you got to be able to cover. So this kid gonna allow you to do the same kind of stuff that can we see that we saw at Baltimore and New York. Well, you're a pressure guy. I mean, tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm
No,
wrong.
you're right. You're absolutely right.
Oh,
And you
okay.
got to, it's one of those things that you get the reputation to be a pressure guy because you know that you know how to break the rules of the protections. So that's what people remember. And I said the other day, I said when you win and you're aggressive to affect the quarterback,
Hmm.
everybody talks about how creative you are.
Yeah.
And then
Okay.
if you lose, then you blitz too much.
Yeah. Bingo. Ain't no
But
question.
sometimes with the personnel you have no other choice. It's
Yeah.
because like if you don't have any corners, which we do here, but
Hmm.
the last place we were at, we struggled. So I'm trying to get the ball out quick so they don't have to carry and cover people,
Oh, I hear you.
all down the field, all around the field. So
I hear
it's
you.
it's a great challenge. It's going to be a lot of fun. Like I said, these guys are great. I've never seen a group in the pros or college that communicate on the field as well as these guys do. It's unbelievable.
What?
I'm telling you, John, it is unbelievable.
Unbelievable, man.
So I'm excited about it. I'm not excited about these. I'm getting ready to be a pop for the third time in September. I'm not
Grandbaby.
excited.
Congratulations,
Yeah,
coach.
yeah. All three little girls, and I love it.
Oh man, the first
Wow.
time the first time I got called Popo, somebody stuck a water hose in my ear. Tell you, man, I've been called a lot of things, Wink, but the first time I've been called Popo, I'll tell you that shook me up, bro.
Well,
Wink, college football.
mhm.
The different. We were Cincinnati Bearcats. You and me, Rex, John Harbaugh, Sam Pittman. We're all that Cincinnati Bearcats, 1996.
Yep.
You at the University of Michigan to 2024. Two biggest things in college football that you have seen that are drastically different from the time we were there.
This recruiting is the wild, wild west.
Okay, okay.
I mean, I asked Sharon on the interview, and then definitely when I come back in May, what's NIL stand for? Now it's legal.
we Slim and I used to call it new inducing leverage,
New
but
inducing, yeah.
it was earlier. Like, but no kidding, Wayne. Gee, good God Almighty!
Yeah.
Yeah, man,
Coach,
yeah.
And then
the game, the NCAA 2025. I mean, it just came out. I mean, the money that these kids are making just off of their name alone in the game, it's already grossed over $500 million. It's only been out a week.
Yep. And you know what? They deserve it. You know what I mean? The kids do. They deserve it.
Mhm.
And it's different, but like as I told them in one of our first meetings, now that you're getting paid, you're a professional. You can't act like an amateur anymore.
Okay, come
You,
on
you
now,
know
coach
what I
him
mean?
up, coach him
And
up, coach him
and
up.
and and this is your life, and
Ain't no
your
question.
body is your moneymaker. So
See, ain't no question, ain't no
you know,
question, ain't
but
no question.
it's been a lot of fun, and Sharon is a stud. I don't know if you know him or not, Johnny Mott. He is a stud.
He can go back to Oklahoma. He Boomer Sooner. Yeah,
Yep, yep,
Coach,
yep,
now
yep,
he cut his teeth at OU.
Coach,
yep.
Yeah. Uh huh.
you opened up the season with Fresno State. August 31st. Now, I know you got the game of the week, September 7th against Texas. But before you play Texas, you got to get through Fresno State. What's the game plan opening the season, Coach?
Well, Slim, it's right now training camp, and I'm just praying I make it to Saturday.
I knew that. I knew that. That's a ball coach answer. That's a ball coach answer. That's a ball coach. Well spoken, my friend.
We'll talk. We'll talk in a couple of weeks, and I'll let you know.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
they're going through a tough time as well, because their coach is sick and had to step down, and they got an interim head coach now.
Yeah.
So it'll be fun. I'm excited about it.
I know you are.
I started off. I just wanted to be a high school teacher and coach, and
Dayton, Ohio.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I had other intentions, Coach.
And it's been a lot. It's been, like I said, it's been a lot of fun.
Oh, hey, wait, man! I would tell you, man. I know you play one practice at a time, one rep at a time, one game at a time. But I'm gonna tell you something before I let you go, and I appreciate your time so much. You are in an ideal spot. I tell Slim all the time, it don't make no difference until the end. That's all that counts. You can be in the back, and that's cool as long as you're flying.
As long as you're running faster than the
because the only thing counts. Secretariat proved that way. He won in Kentucky. He won the Triple Crown. 2 of them races coming from the back. You know what I'm saying? So the only thing counts is the finish. And right where you are, wherever that is, I think I say as high as 9, as low as 12 or 50. That's cool.
Yeah.
Because the only thing counts is the finish, Wayne. And you know that better than me, man.
Nick Saban said it was all rat poison, Coach.
It is. It's the one thing. The challenge is, and I know on Sundays you play everybody can win. You know what I mean on Sundays.
Yeah.
But this is the toughest schedule we've had here in the last 3 decades.
I know, Wayne. I saw that. But now, wait. Most of the tough ones though are in the big house. In the big house, you got Texas come to your place.
Come to your place.
Yeah. So who else? I'm sorry.
It'll be interesting. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
Oregon as well.
Oregon
at your place.
Yep.
Yeah. Hey, wait. Kids come to Michigan. Young men come to Michigan to play in these kind of situations. Yep. That's why you came there, man. I mean, this ain't it. I mean, you got stallions, young stallions, but they'll pan. I do. And one thing's for certain, they will coach. Ain't no question.
That's for sure. That is for sure.
Pull it for you, player.
I appreciate that.
Pull it for you. Praying for you, man.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that even more.
Michigan Wolverines. Yes, sir.
There you go.
On the watch list.
Hail to the victors, valiant.
Hail to the country heroes. Hail to Michigan, champions of the West.
Yeah.
The team 145.
Okay. All right. Team 145th year.
Man.
Yeah, that's tradition there, man. Wow. That's tradition. That's tradition. Man, hey, you know what, man? Those young men walk that hallway, they look at Charles Woodson on the wall, man. They look at those great players in Michigan, man. They'll rise to the occasion, Wayne. You got some stallions. They young stallions. You ain't got no pack mules up there. So man, I know you.
I was with C Wood too in Oakland.
Desmond Howard.
Okay, yeah, absolutely.
Might have not. I'll go ahead and say it. The best tackler I've ever seen.
Oh yeah, Charles Woodson. Oh yeah, great player, no question.
We'll wait and see this season, but like we brought up about Will Johnson, he's definitely he's the real deal.
Okay, all right,
and he tackles well. He tackles well.
Okay.
So,
wait, listen, man. We're going to get out of here, bro. Thanks so much for your time. Just give us a little insight. Do know this. From H-Town to Oklahoma City. It's some serious Michigan. It's some serious Michigan Wolverines in the house. Ain't no question.
Oh, yeah.
All right, man. All right. Love you guys. See you.
All right. Take care, Coach.
Take care, buddy. Take care, Wayne. Thanks, man. Man, wow. That's a righteous brother, man. That's a righteous brother.
That's how you start season 5 off right there, Coach.
That's how you started off, man, right?
That's
That's
how
a
you
good
start
brother,
season
man.
5 off, Coach.
Yeah, and a good brother and one hell of a ball coach. Slim, training camp, bro. Training camp. Everybody.
Man, Coach. All 32 teams.
Lottie Dottie and Earl everybody, they all in the house, all
Yes,
32
sir.
of them, Slim.
Yes,
And you
sir.
know, Mildred, we go into this season, there's some certainties out there on the AFC side. Let's start on the AFC side first. On the AFC side, you got Kansas City Chiefs going for the three-peat.
That's the biggest question on everybody's mind, Coach. Can the Kansas City Chiefs do what's never been done in the history of the Super Bowl era and
No
three-peat
question.
in the National Football League?
Absolutely correct, my brother.
Next
And
biggest
Slim,
question is who can dethrone them?
well, and that too, but we'll get to that. But let's
We're gonna
let's
get to
let's
that. Yeah.
let's chop up why they can go again. You know,
Coach, Steve Spagnuolo, defensive
okay.
coordinator, Kansas City Chiefs, played 185 snaps last season in dime personnel. For those in our audience who are unaware of football talk,
Coach him up. Coach him up.
dime personnel means you play 6 defensive backs in coverage. You got 1 linebacker. Now let's do the math. You can only have 11 on the field, which means you got 4 men up front that can show enough play. And Coach, we have said it all the time on the show. If my 4 can beat your 5,
There you go.
you got a problem.
You got a problem, man. They got Chris Jones and that Karlaftis kid. They took
George
number 1 out of
Karlaftis,
George Karlaftis. They took number 1 out of Purdue. Both of those guys are double-digit sack guys
1.5 apiece, Coach.
that can play the game. I'm telling you, Slim. And then over there on the offensive side of the ball, Patrick Mahomes,
Travis Kelce, Hollywood Brown.
That's my point right there. Patrick Mahomes has demonstrated that Tom Brady quality in that Tom Brady could take average receivers and make them good. He could take good receivers and make them very good. And there you go. And he's elevates them. Well, they only scored on average last year 21.8 points per game. Slim, and that's the lowest output since Andy Reid took over in 2013.
And Coach, if you're a good team, you can score 7 points a quarter. Now we can do math on the show.
Yeah,
right?
and 28 points.
That's 28 points a game, right?
But still, Slim. In spite of that, they won the Super Bowl. They won Super Bowl 50. They won Super Bowl 58 because he elevated. Now he has that Hollywood Brown in free agency. They bring him over. They also draft the Xavier Worthy kid who ran the fastest time in the combine. So they got a guy
in the combine.
Maybe that's going to remind people of Tyreek Hill. Certainly, he'll be able to take the top off the coverage. Slim. Now, on the other side of the coin, what could stop them? They got to come up with a left tackle. It's a battle in camp right now over the big kid from Brigham Young. He signed with Oregon out of high school. What's the kid?
Kingsley Samatia.
There you go. He and the other kid from University of Oklahoma, Wayon Morris.
Yeah.
They're locked in a head-to-head battle for that left tackle position. Keeping Patrick Mahomes upright certainly a priority. But apart from that, Slim, I mean, let's see. Who could beat them? Who could stop them from going?
The biggest one, Coach, I think has got to be your boys in Houston, Texas. That's going to be number 1 on my list. I mean, you are coming off of a season where you have the rookie, the defensive rookie, and the offensive rookie are both on the same team.
Absolutely.
That's how you know you got something special right there.
Absolutely. I tell you what, Slam, Houston, so CJ Stroud showed maturity that you never saw in a rookie. That's rare in rookies. He'll have a battery. They add Stephon Diggs to go along with Tank Dell at the slot and Nico Collins,
Coach.
So he'll have that tight end that he signed in free agency from Dallas. Schultz is a player.
Yeah. They upgraded running back, Joe Mixon.
Absolutely. And they have 2 first-round picks in the offensive line. The big tackle Titus Howard going into year 4 from Alabama State.
And Laramie Tunsil.
At left tackle, who a lot of people think Laramie Tunsil might be the best in the game.
Yeah.
So if not him,
Trent Williams.
Trent Williams, and we'll get to San Francisco. But I think, and I think you're right. They certainly will have an opportunity to three-peat.
What the Texans have to do, Coach, they have to start off fast. They got to start off hot, and they got to start off fast.
Absolutely.
Coach, that bottom schedule, that back end, man. Let's go over the first 5 games, though.
Oh, okay.
They got Indianapolis. That's a division rival.
In a division game, and it's on the road. But a game they got to win. Come
back home, they play Chicago.
Game they got to win.
Back on the road, they got Minnesota.
Game they got to win.
Come back home, they play Jacksonville.
Game you got to win.
And then they finish with Tennessee. Then they at Tennessee.
No, but that back 5 it was so important that they get off to a good start because Houston Texans are a warm weather team. All right, the NRG. But on that back end of that schedule,
they at Kansas City and they Baltimore, Coach. That's 2 teams you don't want to play when it gets cold.
And the 2 best teams in the AFC are cold weather teams. But let's give me those last 5. All right,
Houston. Coach. Jacksonville. They play Jacksonville. They got Jacksonville and Houston. Then they got Miami. Then they're at Kansas City.
That's right.
Then they play Baltimore.
In Houston, on the road to Tennessee.
On the road to Tennessee.
And that back end schedule is going to be tough. That back end schedule is going to be tough. But I like Houston's chances as well. The other team, Slim, that I think will have an opportunity if they maintain true to their identity would be Baltimore. Certainly. But
you got to with the addition of Derrick Henry.
Well, you would hope they would. But Lamar Jackson, 26 years old, has 2 MVPs, and he has vertical threats. Now they have a running game. If they can keep Ronnie Stanley healthy at the left tackle position, I think that I think Baltimore will have a chance. And I'll tell you, and who's that other team that you would think?
The New York Jets, Coach.
Ding, ding, ding. No more calls. No more calls. We got to win. I think you're spot on correct. Old son of mine. No question about it. But the big thing with the Jets,
can they stay healthy, Coach? Can they stay healthy? Because they got in the first in their defense, they got 5 first-round picks on defense, and 3 of them are in that defensive line. I'm talking Jermaine Johnson, Quentin Williams, and Hassan Reddick, Coach.
Jermaine
Johnson and Hassan Reddick can rush that pass.
They can. Hey, listen, this is and Sauce Gardner at corner in the back.
Come on, man. Garrett Wilson?
Garrett Wilson put Mike Williams, first-round pick out of Clemson, only 29 years old. Again, if he can stay healthy. The Jets have 2 guys on the offensive unit that will be in the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
The left tackle, Tyron Smith, and certainly the quarterback, Aaron Rodgers. Big thing with the Jets. Can they stay healthy? Clem, right quick before we go to the NFC, I had a dark horse that I really felt had a chance because they had pressure off the edges, and I really thought the quarterback, and
I think I know where you're going with this, Coach. And the LA Chargers. Did you see what happened to Justin Herbert?
The plantar fasciitis thing in his foot, and this kid's gonna be in a walk-in boot all of camp, so hopefully they'll have him ready by the first game. But we just have to pray that young man gets healthy. But yeah, man. So wow, that AFC gonna be interesting. But
it is. And more props to Coach Harbaugh for taking Joe Alt. Really pulling the Baltimore Jonathan Ogden move right there.
Okay. So right quick, when we got to get to the NFC, right quick, you mentioned Jonathan Alton. I'm excited about what he's going to do too. I thought having Rashawn Slater, the offensive tackle from Northwestern that they took in the first round, that can play. But but again, I applaud the move when you went up front, and he was certainly worthy of taking that high. They took Joe off. But right quick, since you own rookies, tell me some more rookies that you're excited about this season.
Well, obviously, Coach, Caleb Williams. He's supposed to be the next coming of Patrick Mahomes. I want to see, is he worth all the hype? What they gave up for Justin Fields, and they sold the bag for Caleb Williams. I want to see how much that bag was worth.
Well, I think it was worth it. I think he's worth it. Economically, they came out ahead by taking him and trading Justin Fields, but they put a battery around that young man now. Rome Dunes, they just paid Rob Moore, and they brought over the wideout from the Chargers that can really play. So I think they put a battery around him. I'm excited about him. I tell you another rookie I'm excited about. I'm excited about what Marvin Harrison Jr. is going to do with Arizona.
Comparing him with Kyler Murray, man.
And listen, all of it, and there's such a need. They got nobody to throw to there.
Nobody.
So So there's a great need.
What about Jaden Daniels in there at Washington, Coach, the Heisman Trophy winner? We gonna talk about the Heisman Trophy winner?
I think I'm excited about what he's going to do, and from the things I've heard, he's
turning up in camp.
I heard he's had a fantastic camp, and so I'm excited about that. So then let's get on to the NFC.
Let's do it, Coach. In the NFC, obviously the 49ers are going back. I mean, if you take a look at that roster, Coach, the weapons that they have, Brock Purdy at quarterback, Brandon Ayuk, Deebo Samuels, Ricky Parcells, first-round pick, then arguably best left tackle, Trent Williams in the game. And you're going to hand the ball off to Christian McCaffrey every single time. I mean, come on, man. How can that team not go back?
Yeah, and on defense, you got Fred Warner and Joey Bosa. So they got some ballers on that team. That's a Super Bowl ready-made roster. Milton, do you think at the end of the season, Brandon Ayuk is still a 49er?
Absolutely, Coach. I think they realize that. I think Brandon Ayuk realizes that, hey, this is my best opportunity to get a ring. I am contractually obligated to play. I'm going to play because I am a player.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say I have money.
Yeah, and make that and stand out and play like Brandon Ayuk, and somebody gonna pay him, Exactly. And the 49ers were then probably smart to take Pearsall because he's a plug-in guy when they lose Ayuk. So so the 49ers, Las Vegas likes them plus 300.
Plus
Who
5,
else?
Plus 3. You're right.
Who else?
All right. The Lions and the Eagles. If anybody else could do it, it was the teams that were there this close last year. I especially like the Philadelphia Eagles with the addition of Saquon Barkley.
Okay. Well, I tell you what, the Eagles better be good because you can make a strong argument that the hottest seat in professional football might be the ass of Nick Sirianni. His ass is a flame, brother, and they better be good. They bottomed out and lost in the first round of the playoffs. Todd Bowles and Tampa Bay wore them out. That was a bad football team at the end of the season, and the owner, Jeff Lurie, is looking for some correction quick, or it'll be some serious furniture moving in Philly, no question. But then they ought to be good. They ought to be. They've added Saquon Barkley. The offensive line is still basically intact. Right tackle Lane Johnson, getting a little long in the tooth, but still a good player. A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith. They drafted well on defense. I was so excited to see them to take the cornerback. They took the cornerback from Toledo, from the MAC, from the Power Five. From the MAC. From the Power Group of Five, from the MAC. And I think you the first cornerback taken in the National Football League, and you came from the MAC. The MAC. You can play. Ain't no question. And then they came right back later on with the 40th pick and took their boy Cooper DeJean too. And so I'm excited to see because that's a rare bird there, brother. I have not seen a white kid play cornerback in the National Football League since Jason Sehorn with the New York Giants. And that was in the early 90s. So he went before Kool-Aid McKinster. I'm trying to tell you, he would. And Cooper DeJean was a baller at Iowa. So Kurt Ferenz, good ball coach. That's a good. That kid can play. They shored up that defense. They needed more. So you say that Philly will have a chance. What about Detroit? You like Detroit's chances? If they remember who they are, Coach. As long as they keep their identity, same thing that messed over Baltimore last season. 5 rushing attempts against the defending national champions. Coach, you can't do that and expect to win. But no, you can't. And Baltimore learned their mistake on the AFC side, but now we're on the NFC side. So you said that they maintain their identity. You talking about what they did when they played San Francisco.
When they lost to San Francisco, coach, had the lead 24-7, and then they lost 34 then they lost at the end of the second half. And coach, they forgot who they were.
Yeah, and we outscored 27-7 in the second half of that football game. You're right, to lose 34-31. Certainly, I think so. Yeah, but if they get it going on all four burners, Detroit has a roster that could defeat the 49ers. Aiden Hutchinson are coming off the edge. Slim, Detroit got 3 first-round draft picks in that offensive line. The center, Ragnow. Taylor Decker from Ohio State, the left tackle, and Penei Sewell, the right tackle from Oregon. Ragnow played at Arkansas. They've got 3 first-round picks in that offensive line. 2 very good backs, Jahmyr Gibbs and that boy David Montgomery. So they've got a roster now at Detroit that could challenge the 49ers. Ain't no question.
David Montgomery, no relation to y'all.
You twins?
No, we are not relations, sir.
Because anybody else now? Is there anybody else that you like?
Well, before we get out of here, we got to talk about Dallas. It would be no show if somebody didn't
Dallas.
If somebody didn't discuss Dallas. So before we get out of here, Dallas is, in my opinion, they are at an impasse. They're at an impasse, Sam. And quite frankly, if I was Jerry Jones, I wouldn't pay Dak Prescott either. Because I know he has given them 12-5 back-to-back years. Big deal. You underachieve in the playoffs. It's just a fact. He underachieves. And Jerry's got to be sitting there thinking, I can do this with Tony Romo.
I did do this with Tony Romo.
For a whole lot less.
For a whole lot cheaper, man. Now, obviously, you're going to pay Micah Parsons and you're going to play CD Lamb.
You're going to pay them. You're going to get around paying them. But after that, he got a bunch of underachieving average guys. You want to call it for what it is. It's a fact. Have not been to the NFC Championship game since 1995. You ain't gonna pay CD Lamb. Dallas is just good enough to lose. Now, let me explain to you what I mean by that. He doesn't have enough help around him, Slim, to take them to the Super Bowl. He doesn't have enough help. You got one good wide out, that's CD Lamb, and he ain't in camp. You starting Ezekiel Elliott? Who's going to play tailback?
Ezekiel Elliott came back. He was done 3 years ago.
Ezekiel Elliott done. Tony Pollard beat him out 3 years ago. Dallas is undermanned to Jerry ain't telling the truth when he talk about he all in. And he's saving money on this one because, and I don't blame him, he is going to end up costing him some more because eventually somebody's going to pay Dak. Here's what I do, and it's been great to see you, man.
Always.
I would get Trey Lance ready. Not your word.
Because at one point, Coach, somebody thought Trey Lance was worse.
You think the second player to go in the draft, and the 49ers gave up 3 first-round picks to take that kid. Okay, now somebody thought.
So you saying that to say
somebody thought.
Oh no! You don't think Dak Prescott gonna be a Cowboy next year?
It would not surprise me. It would not surprise me. And they said, like I said, they are at an impasse. They're at an impasse. And Jerry's looking at this and said, "Man, whoa, Tony Romo, I did that with you, man. Please, money talks." And you know what, Walt? Man, look, been good to see you, player. Good to see you.
Always, Coach. Always,
Coach. Man, wait, man. Right? I will do that, man. Till early last one of them up in good old Oklahoma City. I did, man. Look here, man. Wait. Serious business, dog. I appreciate you, my brother.
Thank you again.
Thanks so much.
Thank you again.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Go Wolverine. And finally, in World War II, the great fighter and an American patriot, Joe Louis, when confronted in war with racism and fascism, said, "We are going to do our part and we will win because God is on our side." And we face similar circumstances even today. Joe Louis understood that freedom and democracy were at stake. And this is not about whether you are black, white, Republican, Democrat, gay, straight, Latino, Asian. There is a clear and distinct difference between Donald Trump and Kamala Harris. Get out and vote. And then, as the mayor told Mookie in Spike Lee's film Do the Right Thing.
This is the mayor talking.
All right.
Doctor,
Come on, what?
always do the right thing.
And hey, that's how I see it. 6 o'clock. Straight up and down.
Yeah, for real, man. Y'all get out and vote.
Get out and vote, man.
Man,
Get out and vote.
dude, this is crazy.
Get out and vote.
This is really straight up something out of Scandal, Coach.
Get out and vote.
And look, that's how we see it, and that's how it is.
You better believe it. You better believe it.
God, that we get to do this again, man.
Thank
So
God.
good to see
Thank
you,
you.
Coach.
Man, good to
Y'all,
see you,
thank
man.
you for tuning into this
you.
week's episode of Homespun Sports. Sports talk with a twist of down home wisdom.
Slim, break it down for all our audience to let them know it's season 5. We kicking it up a notch. They can see us on what now? Come on now.
Man, look, this is going to be on every social media platform you can think of. It's going to be on Facebook. It's going to be on YouTube. It's going to be on TikTok. It's going to be on Twitter. Y'all, get your social medias out. Stay updated, stay tuned, and stay subscribed. Homespun Sports is back, man. Y'all better believe it. Y'all better believe it, man.
Yeah. We ain't gonna come at you long, but we're gonna come at you strong.
Come at you strong, baby.
What? He said. Hey, bang. All right.